30 player anyway. So, what would be best for a Chaos team? I honestly don't know, to be honest. I feel like yeah, see, Free Wizard is just. I would say Bribe is not necessarily terrible for a Chaos team, because I feel like a Chaos team, like, the only way a Chaos team is ever going to get to foul anyone is with a Bribe. Like, I feel like Beastmen are actually. Oh yeah, all the -1 go for it. That's always a good one. Like, honestly, I feel like yeah, the thing with the Free Wizard is that both players do get one. So you're kind of putting yourself in a bit of a hole as well, which I personally don't like. I just would not want to give my opponent a Free Wizard every game, because eventually you're going to have a game where he kills 3 people with it. Like, it's going to happen. So yeah, I feel like for Chaos, like, I feel like either the one where you get -1 on go for it rolls, so they have to roll a 2+, or the one where you get injured for doing go for it would be pretty good, so that if they're against, you know, like dwarves or lizard men, it makes it hard to catch up with them, with, you know, things like that. I'm honestly not sure. I think a lot of the stadium upgrade thing, a lot of it just comes down to preference. I mean, there are some obvious ones, like the dwarves do well with the Bribe, but the rest of it just comes down to what you feel like, how you feel like you know, what annoys you the most, really. If you hate it when it rains and you can never pick up the ball, then the no weather one is great. So it all depends on how you feel. Like, I really think near enough all of the upgrades, or I actually think all of the upgrades hurt you just as much as they help you, or like they help the other person exactly the same way that they help you. So it's just pick whatever you fancy, to be honest. And no problem, Order Man, no problem. The chat's pretty good. The chat is pretty good. Like, if if people ask questions and I don't happen to catch them, normally everyone's very helpful. They are very good at answering questions, and there's probably people in chat who are better at this game than I am. So,
simply put, the skinks are
I've said multiple times, I certainly do not claim to be the greatest Blood Bowl player ever. Right, do we want? What have we got on the line here? We've got some 0 PP linemen. Definitely want dirty player on the pitch. He is going to be fouling. I feel like. Do we want the catcher on the pitch? Yeah, I feel like we do want the catcher. I feel like we want the catcher on the pitch against this team specifically, because even though he doesn't have tackle or anything, at least he has enough movement to be able to catch up to the skinks and stuff, and at least keep a tackle zone on them. Definitely going to go here. And then no, we'll go this way. And then we'll see what happens. Oh, we haven't got a kick guy yet, have we? No, I don't think we've got. Oh yeah, we do have a kick guy. I thought we had one. Yep, the dwarves do like star player cost. I just feel like for dwarves, like I feel like it's really hard to not take the Bribe one though, because the Death Roller, if you can get the Bribe one and a Death Roller, then you're in a pretty good spot. Like, there is a possibility you keep your Death Roller on the pitch for like 3/4 of the game, then, for nothing. Like, even when you've got more TV. So, Corn with the +1 injury from Surf, yeah, that would be pretty funny. Just frenzying players all day long. God, I wish we had the +1 injuries from Surf in that Elf game where we didn't get any. But so he is doing what the lizard players do, loading up the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Yeah, so if we get a blitz, we can. Yeah, but do they get Couldn't they get sure hands without a double? Like, doesn't sure hands on a beastman require a double? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but
That ball's starting to look a little tatty. When are they gonna replace it?
I don't know, Bob, and I know what you're doing. You just want me to set you up.
Perfect defense. Nice.
Balls, please. I'm not going to do it.
Buzzkill.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I do. Again, this is a little risky, but I feel like given the opportunity to base up some skinks off the bat, we're going to do it. And this guy's just here to protect this guy. Likewise here. I feel like there's no reason we wouldn't do that, and I also feel like there's no reason we wouldn't just avoid the Croxicle at all costs, and then make it so that and we'll see what happens there, I suppose.
Well,
God, he's got a strength 5 guy there as well, though.
Absolutely not, chum.
No guard
still
though,
don't know
so
why
he's only
this
going to get 1
skirmish
die.
is
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm not sure if this is the
Rival players.
safest way to go about it, but I feel like it's okay. Sure has a say. Yeah, I mean, I doubles beastmen have general. Ah, okay. Fair enough. I mean, a lot of chaos teams I see do have like one extra arms beastman and one. I've seen a lot of people have one big hand one. I don't know how common that is, but I have seen it. And this all just becomes a case of, you know, what does he do first? Does he actually send people back to cage, or does he just pile in with everyone first?
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
Okay, so he's going to blitz with. This just seems like fair enough. It worked out. This seems like a strange blitz to do first, unless he doesn't really have. Okay, so he doesn't really have a lot. Oh, that's good for him. He does have a. Is that a level? Oh, he's got a strength 5 Saurus. He's got a dodge Saurus, a couple of block. This one's got nothing. All his skinks are. God, that one's what? Plus movement, plus agi. Jesus, that's a pretty nifty skink.
Unity is strength.
He's got a diving tackle, and he's got. Is that sprint? Sprint. So yeah, his skinks are pretty good.
Come on, guys, together.
His skinks are pretty good. We shall see. I mean, the problem he's got now. He has to move his cocks over here now, I feel like. Or he has to start dodging his skinks away. Because if he doesn't, one of them's going off the pitch. I'm really surprised he didn't follow that. Because now he has to dodge both skinks away, or they end up off the pitch. Oh, never mind. Come on. I just want him to fail one, just fall over. God, he's got five re-rolls. Oh, so he did buy a Wandering Apo as well. See, that it's a shame that both of them got away, but that does mean I can blitz this guy instead now.
Well done.
We shall see.
Now.
Like, he can't really move up too far, I don't feel like. Oh, so he's making the go for it.
I wonder how fast they'd be after I broke its length.
If he oh, God, blimey. I feel like he's got reasonably
Building a cage around the ball here. It's a
reasonably
solid
fortunate. But I can still get... Like, he's got guard. These have got Mighty Blow Tackle. He has got guard. But that's fine, because we just need to cancel it out. So, jump up guard guy goes here. Like, I feel like that's what we're going to do first before we do anything else. I feel like jump up guard guy goes here. To give us an extra.
This could be a
And then we just go straight in with Mighty Blow tackle guy. Yeah, it seems like this is nowhere near as safe as he thought it was.
Especially if the ball
we
goes
just.
down.
Do I want to push him out, or do I want to? I probably want to push him out because then I've got more of a chance. Nah, no, because I kind of want the ball to go this way, ideally. That's a shame. Yeah, I wanted the ball to go this way if possible. That would have been more fortunate for us. But you know, we've done what we can. We got the and now we can at least get tackle zones on the ball again. We're going to get blitzed away, but we are going to get to base up all of the skinks, which is what we want. Like, we want to base up all the skinks. And then just try and tie up all the rest of the team with rubbish players. The catcher is almost certainly going to... yeah. Oh, you sir are going to go in here. We just want to make life awkward for him at this point. We'll stick him over there. And then it just becomes a case of what we're going to do with these guys. You can go over there. And there we go, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, it was slightly the reason. Like, if it would have been nice if we could have got the ball to go this way, then we had a real shot at like picking it up and away we go. Like, I don't, in this game, I don't feel like he's got a spare skink. We've got 2 spare men. If we do get a chance to injure stuff with the linemen, we will. I think there's definitely a chance we would foul skinks with like with one of our linemen. I mean, the dirty player is going to take every opportunity he can to foul a skink. That's just the way. That's just the way that's going to go. So we will see. We will see. Yeah, it seems a little excessive for his team value. Like, I don't know if he got an extra one with the extra money he had. Like, he might have gone re-roll Apo Babe or something. I don't know for definite.
A great game so far. Seem to be having a dull moment, but it'll pick up any second now, I promise.
We are going to need this game. We are going to need our ogre to soak up a bunch of punches. That's the ideal situation, really. That's good for us. The push. That's nice.
That's it. Get in their face.
Push is good. I mean, I assume at some point he does just blitz in here and then try and pick the ball up again, but it's not like the skink has sure hands or anything. There is this possibility the skink drops the ball, and then even if the skink doesn't drop the ball, I feel like we can maybe engineer another block against him, hopefully.
The attacker has an assist.
Oh, see? He went for the 1 dice block here. Oh, that seems exceptionally risky.
Let's see what the other side can do.
Go on, he didn't get punished for it, which is unfortunate. Alright, so first things first, we are always, every turn. Do I want to re-roll that? How many good opportunities am I going to get to Mighty Blow punch a skink? No, I'm saving. I need to save the re-roll, unfortunately. I can't afford to be going crazy with the re-rolls.
That's it. Force them back and then...
Right. There is Dirty Player. Bonehead, yep. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we do just need Now it just becomes a case of what we want to do here. Feel like you can get 1 dice here, I think. +1, cancel that guy out. Yeah, I feel like we can get 1 dice here. So we almost certainly want to do that. Oh, sorry. When I say what I meant, when I say 1 dice, I meant 2 dice, which we will follow. And then it just becomes a case of, can we get 3? Yeah, we can get 2 dice here as well. Unfortunately, this guy's got no block, but I feel like it's worth it to try and clear out the ball. And we do have a reroll. God, such a shame. We're going to have to reroll it. There we go. That's what we needed. Right, because this is... I feel like that reroll was worth it because it does actually give us a chance to snipe away the ball, which is what we really wanted. We will follow. And now, unfortunately, we can't pick it up with the thrower. But what we can do is get another guy in there, just to be on the safe side.
Loose ball is a dangerous ball. The player needs to secure it, and fast.
And then we are just going to try and pick it up and run away with the catcher. We've got the Agi 3. There we go. And now we are off to the races. And then I feel like we dodge one of these guys away if we can. There we go. Okay. So now we're golden. We're golden. Oh, not golden, but we're doing pretty well. That's a pretty good... Best Brett jersey, I personally like the Mordheim one. But then again, I play in like dark red for virtually all my teams, so... Oh, that's a result. That's the result. There goes his reroll for the turn. And yeah, like I do the plus strength Saurus, it would be nice to foul him. The thing is, like when I play lizard teams, my plan is always do whatever I can to get the skinks off the pitch. If you can get rid of their skinks, then they're just done for because they cannot pick the ball up. Like trying to score with no skinks is like amazingly hard for the lizard men. Come on, you got no reroll. Foul this. Just fail it. Oh, he's made it again. Never mind.
They're just too far.
Oh, he failed to go for it though.
Knockout.
Oh, this could turn out to be amazing for us because what we might get a chance to do here is actually stall on his drive. If we can stall, we will. He can't. There's no way. This guy can catch us with a. These guys can catch us with a bunch of go for it, but I don't feel like that's the worst thing in the world. These guys can't catch us. I feel like do I want to go this side or this side? Probably this side. I feel like if we go here, I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to put another guy to protect him and see what happens. I feel like that might be... I feel like we might be alright there. We shall see. It might turn out to be wrong, but I feel like... oh, I don't know about the ones that you can buy. I haven't had a good chance to look through them all. This is where we really want our... We really want our mighty blow to be paying off here. There we go. There's another KO. Find that hero skink. Yeah, we will do. If we ever get our dirty player free, we will definitely be standing on skinks at every opportunity. This one. I mean, I might actually do it with the lineman. I haven't quite decided yet. We will see. Nope. As much as I would like to re-roll that, we are not going to. We will take our 3 dice here, I think. That's unfortunate. No foul. No. Now we can take the 2 dice here, I feel like. It's not the end of the world if it goes badly. I'll take the push. Follow it up.
He's on him now.
Right, we've got a guard. We could go 2 go for it, but then we only get a 58% foul. It's not like spectacular. I feel like we're almost certainly going to take a 2 dice blitz here.
This is going to be decisive.
And again, as much as I would love to re-roll these, I'm not going to. I feel like that's a waste of our re-rolls. Nope, okay. You can just go stay next to the ogre then. And then stick another guy in here so he can't just dodge away, I suppose. And that is it for now. I don't really feel like... we could make a 1 dice here, which I feel like is worth it, because what's the worst that happens? We get a both down, that's fine with us. Or a skull. You know, it's not... That is not the end of the world for us. So we're going to do it. Yeah, and I feel like this has gone as well as we could have hoped, really. I would very, very much like to get more mighty blow punches on these skinks before we have to score, but we'll see. What's the there's the strength 5
That's
guy.
quite
Okay.
a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get splatted. Oh, I'm excited, Jim.
That's quite nice. Even Siege would struggle to maintain that.
It's just, yeah, this is the thing is, even if he runs the skink round to put pressure on the ball, like that's fine with me, because then I get to punch him with the tackle mighty blow guy again, which is all I want. I just want to punch skinks with like tackle mighty blow guys. It's a shame that was the guy that went down, but and he's burning an awful lot of his rerolls as well. The one thing he does have is that he's got 2 appos, so it's unlikely that I'm going to get the injuries to the skinks to a stick. But you know, that doesn't mean I shouldn't be trying to injure them. I should be definitely trying to punch them at every opportunity. Oh, the 1 dice. I hate it when 1 dice pay off, but he had block and we didn't, so that's a reasonably safe block for him. I can't complain there. That's something that is perfectly reasonable for him to be doing at this point in time. And I feel like because we've got all in, because of the way things have gone now with the blocks and with the fact that we've got all involved in punching, I feel like next turn we are almost certainly going to take our 2 dice against the skink with the tackle mighty blow guy, and then probably just score and see what happens.
Look at all those players sitting down.
Because yes, he's perfectly capable of scoring in 4 turns, but then again, we are also perfectly capable of nicking the ball off him again. We would really like him to have just failed one of these dodges somewhere along the line to burn another reroll, but never mind. Mind you, he wasn't next to a tackle guy there, so again, that's not necessarily unusual for him to make those dodges. This is the guy we're going to punch before we score. I'm going to stand the ogre up just in case. I feel like we almost certainly want to take a 2 dice at this Saurus as well.
This player likes to be well assisted.
Nah, never mind.
Push
Stay.
the stronger player back.
Okie dokie. That works. Mighty blow? Nah, never mind. Oh, they'll KO again. Okay. Which again is fine. You know, it just gives us more of an opportunity to yes, it is only a 1 in 6 chance to foul, so we cannot complain too much about it. It's not really viable to stall for another turn here, because now the Crocs can get there. So we're gonna take our touchdown while we can. We're not gonna mess around too much. It was his drive anyway. So now, worst case scenario, we're looking at going in 1-1, and then we get the ball back again. So this is a pretty good thing for us. 2 of his KOs didn't come back, which is great. Means because again, the thing with the Lizardmen seems is if we just deal with the skinks, then we're alright. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Yeah, if I had pushed him back, I probably could have stalled more. But then, like, I feel like in that situation, stalling for the at best, I was probably going to be able to stall for 1 more turn safely. And the Lizardmen are just as capable of scoring in 3 turns as they are in 4. So I feel like not doing anything else unnecessary and saving our re-rolls for maybe another chance to pinch the ball again is probably like, I feel like that was the plan I decided to go with. Not to say that there was almost certainly a way we probably could have stalled more, but I feel like we were in a good enough spot that we could afford to, you know, just take the score while we had it, not use any re-rolls, and then see if we could do the same again. Like, just get in there, pinch the ball. He's down to 3 skinks. So, unfortunately, our kick went this way this time instead of down that way. But which is a shame. But it could be worse. It could be worse. The double push, eh? The double push. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like even if he, after what happened, even if he turns out, even if we go in 1-1, if we can get a couple more turns of trying to punch the skinks, and we go in at 1-1, pretty good half for us. Not the end of the world. I feel like that. I feel like that's about as well as our plan could have gone anyway. So so yeah, let's just take the points while we can and go from there. Hopefully he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it was like, it is like, you are tempted, like, I suppose he was tempted to feel like that was reasonably safe because he had the guard Crocs next to him. But yeah, it wasn't like doing a cage like, and again, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad if he hadn't have committed all of his players to blocking in the middle and left me with like 4 free blitzers. I feel like this time he's almost set right. What he's done differently this time is last time he sent these Saurus forward to block more players and blitz. This time what he's done is he's made his blocks and he's sent them backwards to make a decent cage, which is what he should do. That's the far more sensible way to do it. But again, because he is under a bit of pressure now turn wise and he needs to score, he is sending his skinks downfield as like a deep threat, which I personally don't like. Like, I think that this is kind of bad because it means I just get free 2 dice mighty blow punches on your skinks, which is just not good for you, really. Oh, that is right. I'm going to re-roll that because we haven't got that many turns left now, and I really do want to either make him burn his Appos or KO more skinks. Stunned, right. Have I still got... Where is... It's a shame the dirty player is over there. Tackle, jump up. So you stand up. We're almost certainly going to send a blitzer down here to just again put tackle zones on the ball. There's no reason why we wouldn't do that. We'll just tie up a couple of players making like the reason we do this is because it means he has to use his blitz up here now. I would very much like to. I'm probably going to try and make the go for it and foul. I don't even think. Yeah, we can make the go for it and the foul. We're almost certainly going to do that. Put a guy over here. You stand up. You stand up. If we foul the going for it, obviously we burnt our re-roll anyway, but we wouldn't have re-rolled it regardless.
The players arrive to assist their teammate.
And yeah, we just try and get skinks off the pitch. And there we go. So there's an injury. That's 1 Appo down. Did he get no cash? Ah, joins the substitutes. Okay, but that's one Apo down again. And one less skink we have to worry about. So now we can just mark the crap out of this one. And that's that really. We'll go over there for now. Yeah, so again, I feel like what's up, Nosedive? What are you after? Oh, for the link. What is it you're trying? To be honest, I've said this before. The links thing. It's not. I'm almost certain that whatever you're trying to link is perfectly harmless. But I just have it set to no links, just arbitrarily. And if I turn it off every time someone wants to do it, then I might as well not put it on. So whilst I am more than happy for you to point people in the direction of something. Oh right, Brett jerseys. I'm sure people are. Hopefully, if people could help him out and pick a colour for him, I'm sure there's a list of Brett jerseys on Google or YouTube or something. I think what we would do is, I'll tell you what we'll do. If you want to buy a Brett jersey, what we'll do is after the game, I'll have a quick after the game I'll flick on the store and I'll just flick through them real quick so people can have a quick look at them and then pick a colour for you. I'll have a quick look and see which colour I fancy. And the Bend, hello again, man. Good to see you. Good to see you back. But yeah, it's nothing personal. I just rather than turning it on and off all the time. Can you do permit? Is that how you do it? Permit. I'll try it. What do I have to do? Permit. I'll have a look at it afterwards. As I say, it's nothing personal. I just have it set to no links, just because. I started as I meant to go on. Like it's just the way we've got it set. I do need to find some ways to tackle. Find some ways to get tackle zones on this little guy, because he has got plenty of turns. The good thing is, right? Okay, can we? No, we can't. I was wondering if we could. We could probably surf this guy if this doesn't go well. But we almost certainly take 3 dice here and see what happens. Right. Okay, right. I feel like we're almost certainly going to run over here and stamp that guy again. But before we do any of that, you stand up. You stand up. And we do need to actually put together some kind of screen, or at least try and put together some kind of screen, and see what we can do there. You're almost certainly going to go there. Dirty Player is the one we want to stamp on him with, so we will. And again, this is not the not the safest of screens. We're going to do what we can to keep this safe. 72% foul. There we go. This guy's just running from side to side. Has he done it again? Oh, KO. Okay, KO works. Let's have a look. Okay, there you go. That makes sense. Okay, I don't mind doing it that way, where I can do it individually when people ask. That's fine. Oh, does it still delete the link? Yeah, it still deletes the link. Oh, damn. Never mind. Sorry about that. I wouldn't if I could have just typed the timer. How's it gone? Well, this is the first game we've played on the humans today. So this is going okay. We're doing reasonably well. I feel like if he goes down here, we should be able to get players to stop him. Hopefully. He's only got one turn after this. Oh, there's an injury. No long-term
Yep,
effects.
I
Okay.
reckon that's what he'd
Yeah, with
say if he could talk.
Ah, right. Okay. Damn, that's a shame.
They're going to spend time on the bench for that.
You can see the link. Okay. Oh, right. Never mind. Well, maybe it's sort of working. I'm not quite sure about the specifics, honestly. There you go. That's probably a much easier way. I'll let you away with that one. All the bonehead works. That's good. So now he has to commit all these Saurus down here, and I feel like we might be able to engineer a block. We might be able to engineer a block on the skink, or at least to get tackle. We will almost certainly be able to get tackle zones on the skink. Ah, right, cool. Oh, so that's why you saw it then. It wasn't just random. Right, okay. So he's got one turn after this. We do have a re-roll. And we've just got to try and get enough players around the ball that he can't. We've got any guard guys still knocking around. Right, we do have a guard guy there. You're going to have to make a going for it. So guard guy is almost certainly going in here. We kind of really need another guard guy in here, actually. Oh no, we can do it this way for now. And then we can do the going for it afterwards. We'll do it that way.
Players arrive to assist their teammate.
So this is tackle mighty blow guy. I don't know if we re-roll this if we don't get it down. Maybe we do.
Enough to come out on top?
As it turned out, it was alright. We almost certainly need a guy here. The problem we're going to have, right. You can go stand over there a minute. We definitely need a guy. We need a guy tying up this guy, because otherwise, no matter what we do. So you need to go here, I guess. Don't fail the going for it. Okay. And we definitely need a guy
Like a streak of light.
here.
That's a streak of something, Jim.
Because we need to tie these guys up. Because otherwise he can just blitz around and then run round, which would be annoying. I am going to re-roll that. Unfortunately, again, this is all re-rolls, but I do feel like we need to put tackle zones on stuff. Oh, right, okay. So we've done what we can there. He may still score, but we've done what we can.
This is going to be decisive.
Push is unfortunate. We will follow up though.
Look at Twinkle Toes there.
And then we've got dodge here, so we might actually... Oh, you know what? No, what we will do though is give ourselves a shot at scoring. Probably want to end up over here somewhere. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's about as good as we're going to get. Right, so he gets a 2 dice here. But there's no real easy way for him to blitz this guy out of the way. So he could probably, if he pushes that guy, yeah, there is no, he can't get round him without making at least a dodge, which is nice. And he has to dodge away from the tackle guy. That just seems like an unnecessary block to me. Like, this guy's got no block. This guy doesn't have block, but what's the point of making this? Oh, got a little bit fortunate there. Can he go all the way around this way, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he can with the go for it. Okay, so it was always going to be hard to cover every single angle for this skink. So he has done a good job. See, again though, like, I really dislike... As it turns out, this was a block that he was making so he could get the skink out this way. That's fine. But right, what I don't understand is if he was going to go this way, why did he make the other block first? I really don't understand that. It just seems like a big risk for not much in the way of benefit. Like it. But anyway, alright, so he threw the 2 dice block with the guy that...
Both of these teams are on the edge. This kick is crucial.
But the good thing is we get to punch some guys off the line, and then we get to do it again. It's a shame. It's a shame that our one injury. I don't mind the fact that our injury didn't stick because he does have 2 appos. I would have very much liked the injury not have been re-rolled to a no casualty though. That's a shame. But we have to just stick to our game plan. Punch stuff, stand on skinks when we can, and see how we go from there. So. Alright then, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. I wonder if he's going to leave a skink close enough for us to blitz it. I doubt it very much, but again, the good thing here is if he does move all his players back, this gives us a much better chance at being able to set up a really good foul on a Saurus, especially this dodge one. If he leaves that there, we definitely want that guy, and we can still blitz one of these skinks. Like I don't. Oh, could we one-turn touchdown this? Hey, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to try and set up what we want out of this is to set up a good foul. That's what we want. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to put guard, mighty blow, guys. We're going to punch outwards. We're going to try and set up good fouls. Actually, we'll leave him here for a vanity pass. Is there a way we one-turn touchdown this? No, I've only got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, I think it would be too awkward. Yeah, we are going to try and set up a really big foul here. So we will put everyone else. Put everyone else around and just see what happens. Right, confirm set up. How hard would I foul your movement, jump up, movement, block, sprint, skip? I would foul him so hard he would not know what was going on.
No, I'm not going to talk about it again.
Touchback. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to go glory pass anyway, so whatever. Right. I feel like we're almost certainly fouling. I don't know which way to foul first. Probably this way. Oh, no. No, this way first. We're going to do this way first. There we go. Right, okay, that's good.
At the same time.
Do I want to follow that? Yes. Now we punch this guy away.
This player likes to be well assisted.
That's the dodge one. Okay, that's fine. Well, so we got KO on 1, which is amazing. That is a proper result. That is.
Rolling up into his head.
Dirty player is the one going to be doing the fouling, which is that guy. So you can get round there. Go around there. I feel like we're going to blitz and run back, because I would very much like the rest of these guys to be over here as well. That's unfortunate, but we're not going to re-roll it. Stay. There we go. And this is how we do it. This is how we do the massive 9-man foul. What's that? 97%. Come on, be good to us. Like, all we want is to burn his other Apo. That's what I want. I want to burn his other Apo real bad. Oh, just a stun. That's so unfortunate. Never mind. What can you do? Look at that little vanity pass. Oh, and he's ruined it. You know what? I think I'll re-roll that because then we're going to blitz with the ogre if we catch it. There we go.
The ball into a ready-made cage. Nice.
Oh no, we've already blitzed anyway. Never mind, it was the end of the turn. But yeah, no, it's a shame. It's a shame we didn't get the injury on that Saurus. That was very unfortunate. And he came straight back as well, which actually really sucks. But
One team's got
you
some
know,
early knockouts back.
what can you do? What can you do?
This is indeed a vital kick, Bob. With the team scores in deadlock.
True, Jim. It's time for one of the squads to step up and be a winner.
But yeah, I feel like overall we're in a reasonably good spot anyway. Like, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. I feel like there is almost certainly the opportunity to maybe set up another decent foul. I don't know. It depends. It depends what he does. We would very much like to. I would very much like to foul another Saurus while we've got the dirty. They all have. All your Saurus have block, guard, and 4 have dodge, and 3 have. Yeah, that is. God, you've got 4 Blodge Saurus. Oh, that is. Ugh. The thought of playing against that makes me want to cry a little. I feel like we're almost certainly gonna get our 2 dice on these guys. I feel like we're gonna have to. The unfortunate thing here is if we want 2 dice on these guys, we either commit a boatload of players or we block with the ogre first. I feel like we may block with the ogre first. I don't know. I haven't quite decided.
You know, this reminds me of the time you got bored and chained all the goblin
Tackle mighty blow,
technicians
tackle
together
mighty
to create
blow.
a living mace.
Oh yeah. Now that was a weapon of mass reconstruction.
Yeah, it's not. It's certainly not ideal, but I feel like we might. We're gonna have to protect reasonably well. No doubles after leveling 5 crocs to 3. That is harsh. That is really harsh. I do feel for you though. I do feel for you. This is only my 2nd ogre, maybe. Might be the 3rd. I think 1 died and I fired 1. So I'm not quite sure exactly how we are going with the. Where's the right? Dirty player stays there. You go on the edge. You go, and you're going to protect the ball, good sir. Yep. I feel like this is how we're going to go. Hopefully we don't get a blitz against us. Finally, I will do my best to hunt down his hero skink. I will. That is always the plan.
Do you miss the old days of playing in the NAF, Bob?
Not really.
What I would like to happen
No
here
rules in them days. You couldn't just walk into the crowd on a murder
is to for these blocks to go well enough. Because if I knock down either one of these Saurus in this way, then I can blitz a skink, which is what I want to do. The perfect defense is unfortunate. That kind of pisses in our cornflakes a little, but this does make things awkward. But this here, putting another Saurus here doesn't actually do anything to us. We don't really care. Because this guy's got guard and so's this guy. So we're still going to get our 2 dice. What we would love to do here. Again, it's risky because we're blocking with the ogre first. We only realistically need a push, but it's still a big risk. What we would like to do is just punch in this way now, and then open up a gap to blitz a skink and go and just run through. It's a shame that we only get the what. See, but without blocking with the ogre, we only get the 1 dice. So we're going to have to chance our luck. See, again, I will say we got lucky there with the 2 block dice. Like, 2 block dice is reasonably safe, but blocking with the ogre first is always a risk, and I appreciate the fact that that is a risk. It's not ideal. Still only get plus... Oh, right, because now we have to commit a guy to... We do have to commit a guy to cancel out this block, which we will do here. And then we get 2 dice this way. And what we really want here is a knockdown, like that. And we are going to stay. Oh, it would have been very nice to get an injury on the Saurus there, but... And now we blitz a skink. Stay. Oh, I would have loved a... I would have very much liked a KO or an injury or something there. That's unfortunate, but... It's alright. We will tie those guys up. You're definitely going to send the catcher downfield just to make him. So he has to go. He has to go do something about this guy now. Like you can't just leave him. And now we get to make some blocks here. Take our 2 dice. There's another one. Follow. God, this is amazing. Like, granted, we haven't done very well injury-wise, but getting the 3 stuns on this whole line is actually huge. I'm not quite sure what kind of foul we would get on these guys. We get a 42% here. Oh. Or a 42% on the skink. And I feel like... What do we get here? 42% on the Crocs. Do we want to take a 42% on the Crocs? I haven't quite decided yet. Right, how far can... So we're reasonably safe to be here somewhere. We're going to do the pickup.
Not what you'd expect.
Ah, what? Sure hands failure. That always sucks. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe next turn then, because they're all stunned, we actually get an even better foul on one of them, which would be nice. But yeah, look, like stun. It's really unfortunate that we couldn't just get a little bit of a better injury roll there, but you've got to take what you can get. Like, things are going well. There's no point whinging about it too much. What did he roll on the sure hand? I should assume it. Yeah, 2 then a 1. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, shy hands. Yeah. Surely not going to pick it up hands. The problem with failing the pickup here, which is really annoying, is that it does kind of mean we're in a little bit of a pickle. Like, I do feel like though, if he sends too many players down here to just do this. Like, our thrower is very, very capable of just lobbing it down the pitch. Like, he's extremely capable of doing that. He has strong arm and accurate. Like, he should be able to get it to this guy reasonably easily. Oh, is he... Oh, and he's injured him as well. Oh, he's injured him as well. Right. So first things first here, what we do need to do is stand this guy up to put tackle zones on him. You are almost certainly going to punch that guy in a moment, but we do need to... It's a shame this guy doesn't have block, but we do need to make this block. Even a push is fine. Double down is even better. And then the pickup... Again, like, I really don't feel like this should be too hard for him. We could probably run the guy... Could probably run him over this way first and just avoid the interception completely, but... Honestly, oh no, actually no, because we could just run the thrower in. Maybe run him in this way. I don't know yet. I don't know. Let's do this first. Definitely want to punch a skink. Never mind. That's unfortunate. Okay, so he decided to go that way. That's fine. And now it just becomes a case of, do we want to run this guy across here before we pass? So here would be good, maybe? But I don't feel like we are going to. I feel like we're going to...
to select a player to do this, then
I feel like we're going to do
that's
this.
the one to choose.
It's going to be a long pass, but
As
50%
my
pass, 67% catch maybe. Long bomb. Could we make that shorter? We got re-rolls. Let's go the extra couple of squares. There we go. There we go. 67-67 with re-rolls on
This
both.
is the purest move of this.
So this should be okay. There we go.
No, Jim, it isn't.
And we are away. Yeah, I feel like once we got the ball in hand, I feel like we were in a pretty good spot there. Right, so this is dirty player guy. We've got a 2 dice uphill there. Got a 1 dice here, which we will probably take. I don't know. I feel like at this point we're going to take our 42% on the Crocs at some point.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Push is fine. It's unfortunate, but we'll take it.
Chris is flailing. He's following up.
Don't want to take the 2 dice uphill.
Down next time.
You know what? I will take a 1 dice though against the strength 5 guy, because if the strength 5 guy goes down, we will almost certainly foul him instead. That's a shame. You know what? I'm going to reroll that though. There we go. Right. Yeah. Strength 5 guy is definitely getting fouled. It's probably not the most.
Guy should now.
Oh well. Blownhead is unfortunate. Would have liked the extra.
The thicker they tend to be, obviously.
Yeah, it's only 42%, but it's worth it. Like, there's no way we don't take that foul.
Surrounded by the opposing team.
Normally I do stomp skinks, but I feel like getting a shot at the strength 5 guy. Because even if we stun the strength 5 guy, I feel like that's a decent enough outcome now. So we will do that. We will do that. And then we will see what happens. Yeah, the pass is nice, but this is the thing. I mean, with the fact that we've got, like, you know, we didn't need the Nerds are still there, but having this guy with like strong arm and accurate is so nice. It means we can get down the field so quick at times. Like, if you just leave this guy standing around on his own, I am going to throw it to him. Like, we've got the skills to be able to do that. So you are still alive. Yes, you've been running around stamping on everybody. You've done all right. You've done all right. I think you've got some KO is unfortunate. I think you did get us an injury this game. I'm almost certain you injured a skink. He re-rolled the injury on the skink, but then he got another one injured, which is nice.
Away with the fairies. Better watch out. They're murderous little beasts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's almost certainly going to be able to catch up next turn if we don't mark this guy. So we will see. We might be able to get a mark on him. We will see. That is perfectly fine for us. Oh, he re-rolled it. Okay, same result. That's fine. I'm surprised he didn't just take the push and push the skink out and then just run the skink over as well. Like, I can kind of understand why he did the re-roll. Maybe he's feeling like in the situation he's in, he really needs to start getting some humans off the pitch, but we shall see. I mean, this guy is just... It is what it is. I mean, all we're probably going to try and do with him is just unbonehead. And then... Not quite sure. Well, I'm not quite sure. Oh, there we go. So he is going to... Now. Okay. So I feel like we definitely punched this skink again with the reroll we've got. And we might blitz another one. Oh well, that's a shame. Okay, so we're going to have to score. We are going to score this turn again. Never mind. Don't really feel like there's any... Oh, he's going to do the going for this. Okay. Well, again, that doesn't really bother us that much because we can just 2 dice blitz away.
Usually strangle them easily enough.
That we're okay with that. Activate. Okay. So if we don't get any 2 dice here, we're not gonna get any 2 dice there. And we can't blitz this guy anymore. So yeah, I feel like we're just gonna blitz and score.
It's a block. Let's hope nothing is
there we go.
smiling on those
He's got sidestep. But the thing is, like, unfortunately, we were going to have to make the dodge anyway. Like, so I feel like the sidestep is not the end of the world. Like, either way, it's just it just gives us an extra chance to not dodge. Well, follow. It doesn't really matter.
Just one more step.
There we go. Like, I feel like doing the 2 die splits first was better. I feel like the likelihood of us failing that was very, very slim. But again, at some point I'm going to need to sit down and work out the maths on that, because I tend to take the 2 die splits and then run away more often than I take the just dodge straight out with the dodge skill. I'm not sure. I feel like doing it that way is better, because then you can't. Then you can re-roll the block if you have to, and if it doesn't work, you then get a re-roll with the dodge anyway. So we shall see. We shall see. It may turn out to have been not the greatest idea, but right. So we have got some subs on. Again, we need the ogre trying to soak up some blocks. Like, unfortunately, the problem we've got is that we've been doing well, but we haven't really done well enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We haven't really done well enough to really put this to rest. Like, we haven't done enough damage to his team, unfortunately. We've still only burned through one of his appos. I still feel like we're in a good spot. Like, it's definitely going to be, like, we can definitely put enough pressure on him that we can stop him scoring and maybe nick the ball away. And even if he scores, we do still have the threat. We've always got the threat of a really quick score ourselves. So you would take the blitz before the dodge, yeah? I mean, it's generally the way that I tend to do it. It's just that every time I do it, I'm not 100% sure that it's the best way to go. I do it because I like doing it that way, and I do feel like that the 2 dice block with a reroll is safer. But I wouldn't want to say 100% definitely you should do it that way because it's better. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I do need to save some rerolls. I do.
What to have for lunch? Roast elf heart?
In case we do need to snipe the ball away. I'm almost certainly not going to reroll anything unless I really have to at this point. But we will see. I think I've kind of I've messed up and put my kick guy somewhere I shouldn't have put him, but never mind. That is amazing. This I would re-roll. It's a shame. It's a real shame our catcher isn't over there. But this I'm going to re-roll if I have to. Nope. Okay. Let's see what happens. This could turn out to be glorious. No. This could turn out to be glorious. Again, as much as I would like to send a load of players, I'm not going to go crazy just in case it does not work. But at least this means that he has to waste some turns trying to get our guys away from the ball. I will send another blitzer over here. Yeah, that really hurts. This is like, I mean, I had this happen to me in another game where I really just needed a good kickoff result against, I think it was the Dark Elves, and they got a blitz and just literally run down with the Witch Elf. It turned out alright for me because I had a wizard and we managed to fireball it and get the ball back. But it really hurts. And we caught the ball as well, which is lovely. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world. He can just like get a 2 dice, knock me down. It just means that he has to A, roll a bunch more dice, and B, it's a shame that wasn't my dodge guy as well. I do have a dodge blitzer knocking around somewhere. Yeah, that guy. But the other good thing is though, this guy does have jump up, so he can chase the skinks down again if he has to. But yeah, it makes things awkward for him, and he's wasted his blitz, and now it's harder to cage, you know. And we haven't overcommitted to this. It's not like we've gone crazy to try and send like a million players down there. And if he does, again, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure of the purpose of doing that handoff. Like, it's not like this skink is suddenly now going to score in one turn. And if he runs him down here, he kind of hangs him out to dry. So, I'm not quite sure. And if he sideline cages with just the 2 Saurus, that seems awfully risky for him. You never know. You never know. Maybe he... I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why. I genuinely don't. So, okay, so it looks like he is going to sideline cage with the Saurus and the Croc screen. Okay, maybe this does turn out to be the right play. I don't feel like, personally, I would do it. I don't feel like he's rushed for time so much that he has to immediately run down here and sideline cage with like 3 guys and a skink. But, you know, maybe it works out for him. I feel like if he does this, we can get plenty of guys back again. And because he's done it this way, even if we don't stop him scoring, it leaves us a bunch of time again to actually
That's a dangerous place to be.
Get another score. So I don't know, maybe. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I like, I'm not. And again, like a lot of the time when I'm trying to talk through my thought process for the game, it's not like, a lot of the time it's not necessarily that this is bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like he's, oh my god, he's doing ridiculous stuff. I just try and talk out my thought process, because maybe like there's certain things that people do that I think to myself, oh, I wouldn't necessarily have done it that way. And this is one of those situations. I think the other thing you got to think about is that he's got, what, six turns? The likelihood of him scoring, kicking to me, then getting the ball back, then scoring again in 6 turns is doable, but not necessarily likely. What's much more likely is that he cages up, scores towards the end of the game, and it's a 2-2 draw. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe he does a... Maybe he does very well this way. Right. Throw a guy. We see, unfortunately, right, this is the guy. We'd very much like to do this. We might have to take a 1 dice against him. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like, again, this is what I was trying to, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that what he's doing was wrong or that it's ridiculous for him to do it that way. It just, you know, just trying to think through out loud of what would be the best way to do these things. That's all. Like, I feel like it was a little risky, and I don't necessarily feel like this is a safest spot for him, but I can, you know, again, that's not to say that there's no reason why he would have done it. We'll take our 2 dice in here.
Yeah, smells like
that
a good
works.
old-fashioned fight.
And I feel like we want to push this way. Although, do we... No, we probably want to go... I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we want to push this way.
One more step in.
Okay, so now we can... We're almost certainly going to need to tie some people up again. Yeah, that as well. That as well. You got to try and... It is part of my nature. One, because obviously it's a stream, and, you know, if I'm just sitting here in silence, that seems like a little bit of a weird way to go about the stream in general. But the other thing is as well, yeah, like sometimes when games are not going particularly well for me, there is an element of, you know, trying to talk through the silver lining in the situation. Like, okay, maybe I can do this next turn, maybe I can do that next turn, maybe this wasn't, you know, maybe he does something risky and it turns out alright for me. Things like that. It's things like that. But yeah, no, yeah, no, a lot of it is just me trying to talk through, you know, what my first instinct is when people do things, you know, that's all it is. But yeah, no, I agree with you. It is definitely that he's playing to win. I don't disagree with that. No, cool. No, don't. Honestly, man, Morbulus. I don't take if for all the people that have watched the stream in the short time I've been doing it, I really don't take offence at things like that. You are perfectly right. Yeah, but a lot of the time when I'm playing, I'm talking I'm talking through things, trying to figure out ways that things might work out in my favour and such. So yeah, there is no man. There's no reason for me to be offended at that. That's fine. Yeah, that was all a bit, again, you know, and again, like you say, he did the Crocs thing first there, needing to get her down, which is not, you know, not. I wasn't really paying attention to it. It does seem like doing the Crocs first maybe it's a little bit iffy, but this worked out okay for me now because he hasn't. I wasn't sure what else. I'm not sure what else he could have done, really, to be honest. Like, I don't feel. And again, this is when I'm waffling on about in the other person's turn. Again, 90% of it is like me just thinking out loud, you know, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. And occasionally I do say, oh, you know, I wouldn't necessarily have done it that way. But I also do put the disclaimer out there reasonably often that I'm not the greatest coach in the world. I play it as well as I can, but I make just as many mistakes as the next guy. Unfortunately, it's well, I'd say unfortunately, not unfortunately, but the way it is that unfortunately for this guy, he's not here to give his side of it, so I just have to try and guess at what he's thinking and go from there. So, but yeah, I feel like this situation is not that helps a lot. Getting that. This situation, I feel like is okay for us. This guy's got guard, and this guy's got guard, so I really feel like, as risky as it is, I feel like it does mean taking 2 dice with the no block catcher if I do this, which is unfortunate. And then I can so before I do anything, I do desperately need a guy here, just in case. And I probably also need another one down there at some point, but you are going to stand up, sir. You are. So which way out can he go? If he somehow say he somehow got rid of all these pieces with these guys. 1, 2. He would still have to go through this guy somehow. You are gonna run down here.
Right next to a team.
I will put a guy next to you as well, just to make it even more awkward. And then I feel like, see, that's only 1 dice as well. I do feel like we may end up having to stand this guy up and then take a 2 dice here. We have got rerolls. And again, not ideal, but we will take the push. We will take the push.
So close to a world of hurt.
That's going to be 1 dice. I genuinely almost feel like we 1 dice here with a reroll and surf the Crocs. Surf the Saurus. I feel like there is no reason why we wouldn't do that. I feel like that's the play. We got block, he doesn't. I feel like this is a reasonably safe block. And then we follow up again.
The domino effect.
Yeah, I feel like that was a reasonably safe way to do that, or as safe as we could have made it. And now, again, we can actually blitz the ball carrier, which has worked out brilliantly for us. So I feel like the way we did that, yes, it did work out, and we got the dice we needed. But I feel like that was about as good as we could have hoped for there. Oh no, we couldn't serve him because he had sidestep. My bad. I forgot about that, which is my bad. But we would be able to surf him next time, maybe. It's going to be again. It's a little risky to pile in here because of this Crocs being free to just blitz someone away or blitz someone into trouble. So I am gonna, as much as I would like to run this guy in here, although you know what.
Not a wise place to end your turn.
This would be better. This would be better. That's even better. That's the better way of doing that, I feel like. Because now, like, without a skink here to pick up the ball, he is boned. Like, we get sent off. Like, I can live with that. I can live with that. There is a chance now that our blitzer gets surfed with a blitz and then a push, but we don't really care about that at the moment. Without having a skink there to pick up the ball, he is in real trouble. And if he uses his blitz and then his push here against that guy, then we're fine with that. And I have no idea why he would push him in here, or why he would push him this way. He needs the ball. He needs to push him here and not follow up so that he can get a skink in. But either way, like that actually worked out really well for us. Getting the push and then into the Crocs surf, the Crocs push. That was as well as we could have hoped for that to go. So that was pretty good. So he gets the Crocs out again, which is fine. And we're kind of we would have been very lucky for the Crocs to stay by the sideline long enough that we could surf him again. But if he would have boneheaded, it would have been nice. I mean, he can again now pick up the ball with the skink, but the skink can't really go anywhere afterwards.
There'll be trouble with the Union if this carries on.
I feel like he's running out of turns here, which is good. And if he does leave the skink here, our players almost certainly stand up, punch the skink. Like, there doesn't really seem any reason we would not do that. Because again, all we need to worry about is keeping the skinks away from the ball. That's unfortunate, but you know, hopefully we can just, if we can just keep standing the ogre up to tie these guys up again, that's not the worst thing in the world for us. We would very much like him to fail some of these dodges, but dirty player. And again, we are certainly not out of the woods yet. There is the distinct possibility that this still goes very badly for us, but we definitely need to get some guys. Yeah, no, it is. It's turned out to be reasonably good. I feel like, yeah, I feel like there really is no reason for us not to blitz one of these skinks. Like, we really need to put the hurt on the skinks, especially this Agi 4 one. This Agi 4 one needs to go down. That'll work. And that is such a good result for us. Such a good result. You, sir, are going just in there. Right, and now it becomes a case of getting extra assists and such on pieces that we don't want him to do anything with. It's a shame that this guy doesn't have guard. 3. We could get a 1 dice on the Crocs, which I feel like is worthwhile for us. Do we want to follow that? I'm not sure if we do actually. See, but then you know what? This is a little. If the ball goes on the pitch, what's the worst that could happen? No. You know, can he push? Is there any way he can? No, there is no real way he can surf me without surfing the Crocs. I don't think. Jump up guy is going to go over here. See, we could be really cheeky and go for an extra score, but it is so risky with such a little chance of a reward. There really is no point, because if we drop the Crocs onto the ball and it goes off the pitch and ends up over here somewhere, you know, he could just run around and do something stupid, and then we get all our players tied up by Saurus, and it could just go badly. We're better off just leaving it as is and seeing what happens. Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. It's definitely not the greatest idea to mess around with the. And it wouldn't be. The thing is, as well, if it was like maybe the last turn, and he only had one more turn left and it gave us a chance to score another one, I might do it. But with, you know, with 3 turns left, he's more than capable of scoring. Even from here, he's more than capable of scoring.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength?
You know, he gets a 2 dice here, I guess. Yeah, he gets a 2 dice here, and if he gets a POW, then he's only got to make 1 dodge and a pickup, which is perfectly doable. You know, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that he can still engineer a way to get this ball on his skink. The good thing is, the only thing we have to worry about now is if we injure this skink, then he's done. He really is done. There's very little chance of him picking the ball up with these Saurus or the Crocs. So our plan is going to be hit the skink and stamp on him again. That's what we're going to do. Go on, that strength 3. I can't wait till this catcher gets blocked. That's going to be so nice. Right, so now he tries to make the pick again. Though this is actually, he's done really well here. I mean, the push is really unfortunate for him. If he would have got a knockdown there, though, his skink was pretty free, I see he's gone for the. That to me. I'm not sure if I like that. Like, yes, you want to always surf, but I feel like if he was trying to win, I don't know, maybe that's the right play. I like, and again, this is me thinking out loud. I'm not saying it's necessarily the wrong play. I just feel like if he's trying to win, he needs as many chances to pick this ball up as he can get. Yeah, that's like you. I feel like that is a lot of pieces to commit to surfing a blitzer at this stage in the game. Is all I'm getting at, really. Like, I feel like that seems a little excessive, but never know. Never know. We do have to be a little bit careful here. I am so surprised he did not follow this up, actually, to tie up this guy as well and not let us get an extra guy in here, just to make things awkward. I'm going to leave a guy over here just to be on the safe side, and then it just becomes a case of what do we want to do here. I feel like we can almost. I feel like we can surf this. We could probably surf the Crocs, and that leaves us in a great spot.
Unity is strength.
Like if we. So we get 1 dice with a blitzer, and then we can move more players in here again. I feel like this has got to be worth a shot. We could do it with 2 dice, actually, which I feel like would probably be better. Yeah, we'll do it that way. I feel like this has got to be worth it. God, look at that. Both down. You know what? No, I want him off the pitch. There we go. Stay.
You know, a fence may solve.
I don't even care if he doesn't get injured. I just want him off the pitch. Right, and now we do our best to tie up the ball again. I feel like we get a guy in here now. We get another tackle zone in here. We can also now send a guard guy. What do we get here? 1 dice, 2 dice uphill. So that's the strength 4. I feel like we almost certainly. Which way out would he go? Has he got... Really don't know, actually. I feel like we leave a guy here, and then we... I feel like I'm going to take the 1 dice. It's a little risky, but I'm going to take the 1 dice. There we go, that's fine. That doesn't actually bother me in the slightest. And yeah, we'll see what happens again. Alright, so this is certainly turned out to be an interesting end to the game. I'm not quite sure how he would... If he goes 2 dice here and 2 dice here, he still only gets 1 dice on either of these guys. Gotta love the dodge there.
Their player is looking rather smug for remaining upright.
So what can he do here? Right, he can. Actually, he can do this. I might have messed up here. He did this first, which is really weird. Like, what I'm thinking is, if he went here that way, and then went that way, then he would clear out the ball.
Just one more step.
He did it this way to get the serve, but this way is far riskier. Like, I'm not quite... Like, again, he's taking a massive risk to try and get serves, and he doesn't need serves, he needs the ball, and he needs to get out. Kind of strange. Like, I get it. Like, I do get it. Don't get me wrong. I do get why he's doing the surf and everything. But I feel like taking the 2 dice blocks would have been better. And it also would have left him a bit of an easier run away. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, like, he's... And again, this is just... Like, this is not a point of... I'm not complaining because the block worked. I just think it's weird that he has no reroll and he still has to pick the ball up. And he does this first. Like, this just seems like a really weird thing to do before doing this. Okay, so he's got one more turn left. You go stand over there again then. Right, now where do we need to cover? We almost certainly... We get 1 die there. So we're almost certainly going to take 2 dice here at some point. And we're going to put a guy here, I suppose, is where we want him. And then if we've got a guy... We've got no guard guy there. Oh, that guy's a guard guy, which is... It's unfortunate a guard guy's there. Yeah, it seemed like a bit of a weird way to go about it. I will say that.
This is going to be decisive.
Right, that's good. That's a good start. So we take our 2 dice there. And the KO really helps because it means he can't now stand up and get assists. And we can actually 2 dice. I would very much like to block the skink with the. I would like to blitz him with the tackle guy. If we can get a 1 dice there. We almost might be better off doing a... It's a 67% dodge with a reroll. And I feel like that... Oh, that is... But then we could just go this way. Which I feel like is probably... No, that's probably not ideal going that way, because if it messes up, then he's free. No, we don't want to do that. I would almost be tempted to just do the dodge, and then if the dodge fails, like, so be it. Like, what happens if the dodge fails? He goes 2 dice, 2 dice. He still has to go... He still has to make a bunch of dodges. I feel like we're going to do the dodge. Like, I feel like we're going to do this. There we go. And now we get 2 dice with tackle, and if the tackle doesn't work, we would have been able to surf him this way anyway. So I feel like that's definitely the best way round. We could have done that. And then we stick a guy in here as well, just to be even more annoying, I suppose.
On the edge of the field there.
That's it.
Within grasping range of the fence.
Yeah, no, there was, like, doing it this way, because this guy doesn't have tackle. And if I move him this way and it doesn't work, then the skink's kind of free-ish. So, I don't know. I feel like this is as reasonable as we were going to get it. Either way, it's a bunch of dice for him to roll with no re-roll, so we'll see. We'll see. Did we end up with any... give him a good game. It was a good game. It's been a good game. It's been pretty fun. We got a sending off, and we got a... I think that was just a no long term, so we're all right. We're all right. Yeah, I did just need the no double sculpt. But then again, if I would have got... Because he doesn't have tackle, if I didn't need... Yeah, you know what? You are right that if I would have moved this guy first and done it that way. But I feel like doing it this way, we get more block dice. Like, we get 2 block dice with a re-roll, and then we get another 2 block dice this way. So we had like a bunch of chances to get him down. I wasn't really overly concerned with surfing him there. I just wanted to try and make it so that he couldn't score in his last turn. Ah, there you go. So he is.
I was entertained.
Oh well, that's a good game. Good game. I enjoyed that one.
Well, you read
That was
my...
pretty fun at the end there
Oh
on the
yeah,
sideline.
that's right, Jim. I forgot. I really don't care.
250k. We're almost certainly going to invest in our stadium upgrade then. God, this guy's getting all the star player points. Good old Bruce Willis. What else did we get? Yes, it seems weird. Like for all the punches we did on all those skinks. Our catcher picked up another 2. I think our catcher got a level up. Yeah, right. We would love block here. Let's see what we get. 8. We were almost certainly going to take block. Don't think there is any reason why we would take anything else at the moment other than block. At some point we would probably take diving catch, but I feel like block is just so good on him at the moment. Having a guy who's like strength 3, block dodge, nerves of steel, catch. That's a good catcher. That is. That's a good catcher. Almost 2. It is almost 2k TV, but I don't. Again, I've said this before. Like, I don't mind getting, you know, if I get my human team to 2k TV and then they run into a chaos team that happens to have a good day and all die, so be it. Like, it's the way Blood Bowl goes. I'm not really going to protect them in any way, shape or form. I'm just gonna crack on. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that skink was really good, and the strength 5 Saurus would have been a real problem, but he just seemed quite happy to just have him in a punching match with the ogre all day, which I'm fine with. So
aren't they a bunch of happy clappy?
I've already got the security gate. You know what? Well, do we want to spend 200k on another upgrade? We don't really have anything else to we don't even have anything else to spend our money on. There is always the chance that we spend the 200k on an upgrade and then all our players die and we've got no money to replace them. But you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, we should get a sponsor as well, actually. I always forget. We are humans, so we're going to go Bank of Altdorf. I like that. Oh no, the Guild of Bandits. There we go. Guild of Bandits and Affiliated Trades. There we go. That'll work. So 1870. 1870. Sidestep over sure feet. I like sidestep on the skinks. I really do. I think sidestep is a very good skill on the Agi teams. I think it opens up a world of possibilities for them. I think being able to confidently run down the sideline is a massive bonus for them. I'm going to be 2 seconds. I'm just going to nip to